Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. SAF Women's Championship kicks off in Kathmandu from today. India begins its campaign with a dominating 5-2 win over Pakistan. Nepal to play against Bhutan tomorrow. Three main parties, Nepali Congress, CPNUML and Maui Centre agree on establishing commissions at the earliest to expedite the remaining works of peace process. Weather, disasters and lack of timely reconstruction works affect international tourists. Call on authorities to avoid sending a negative message regarding Nepal's tourism. And an arrest warrant issued against former Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, citing her alleged involvement in mass killings during violent protests that erupted earlier this year. The three main parties, Nepali Congress, CPNUML and Maui Centre, have reached an agreement to establish a Truth and Reconciliation Commission and Commission for Investigation on Enforced Disappearances at the earliest to expedite the peace process. In the meeting held today at the Prime Minister's residence in Baluatar, the parties agreed to complete the transitional justice process by giving full shape to both the commissions. The meeting also agreed to form a search committee to select office bearers for the formation of both commissions. The Council of Ministers will form the committees.
अब एक दुई दिन भित्रमा सर्च कमिटीले पूर्णता प्राप्त गर्छ। सर्च कमिटीले पूर्णता प्राप्त गर्ने बित्तिकै आयोग गठनको प्रक्रिया औपचारिक रूपमा सुरु हुन्छ र निश्चित समयभित्र सर्च कमिटी गठन भइसकेको निश्चित समयभित्र त्यसले पूर्णता प्राप्त गरेको निश्चित समय अवधिभित्र आयोग गठनको काम टुङ्गिनु पर्ने कानुनी व्यवस्था नै छ।
The previous government had formed a committee under the leadership of former Supreme Court Chief Justice Om Prakash Mishra to recommend officials for the two commissions. However, the committee is yet to gain a full shape as the National Human Rights Commission has yet to send a list of members. Although the peace accord was signed almost 2 decades ago, the transitional justice has not been concluded yet. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked you, why has demand for loans not increased despite liquidity of 700 billion? 65% voted for option A, no environment for investment, 15% for B, unstable interest rate, and 20% for C, result of instability. And here's today's question. What type of office bearers should be appointed to the commissions related to transitional justice? Your options are A, experts on law, B, one with knowledge on conflict, and C, one who is able to deliver justice. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now, the government has warned of blacklisting individuals who do not pay back loans taken from problematic cooperatives and even withhold their passports. The Troubled Cooperatives Management Committee issued a notice today calling on borrowers to clear the loans within 7 days, warning of action otherwise. If payments are not made, all assets and bank accounts of the debtor and their family are to be frozen. The committee has also called on depositors of the 10 problematic cooperatives to file claims for their savings within 15 days.
अनि जमानतकर्ताहरु को बैंक खाता, उहाँहरुको अचल सम्पत्ति र राजधानी समेत चाहिँ अब रोक्काको कारबाहीमा समिति अगाडि बढ्ने जुन लक्ष्य छ र त्यो भयो भने देखि सबैलाई अप्ठ्यारो पनि पर्छ र ऋणी सदस्यले अब त्यो भन्दा पहिल्यै आफ्नो दायित्व भुक्तानी गर्नुभयो भनेदेखि बचतकर्ताले पैसा पनि बचत फिर्ता पनि पाउने हुनाले अब समितिको निर्णय अनुसार चाहिँ अब सूचना प्रकाशन भएको छ।
19 problematic cooperatives hold liabilities totaling 40 billion, prompting 60,000 savers to seek for their deposits. In fact, the Problematic Cooperative Management Committee reports that 2 billion of this amount will be raised through loan investments. While 22 cooperatives have been declared problematic, only 3 have returned their depositors' funds. Autumn is considered the main season for mountain expeditions. In Nepal, the period between September to November sees hundreds of international climbers in the mountainous areas. However, the recent flood and landslides have obstructed many places across the country, which has left many visitors also stranded.
This year's monsoon floods damaged trekking trails in Dolakha and Solukhumbu. Before any repair works could be conducted, the trekking season began, which followed by the recent heavy rainfall that swept away bridges and roads. Although an alternative road came into operation, the monthly Lukla flights had to be cancelled, leaving hundreds of climbers and trekkers stranded.
We came today yesterday evening, and actually almost all accommodations and lodges were full.
So how many hours you take from Kathmandu to here?
Here, eight, a little bit more than 8 hours.
यहाँ क्यान्सल भएर 3-4 दिन बसिसक्यौँ हामी र यहाँ आएर हामीले डाइभर्ट गर्ने ट्रेकिङ अन्त्य लाने खालको क्षेत्रै छैन यहाँ अब लाङटाङ लैजाउँ भने पनि गाह्रो छ अन्नपूर्ण पोखरातिर लैजाउँ भने पनि एकदम टाढा छ अब ड्राइभिङ गरेर फाप्लु लगेर हामी ट्रेकिङ एभरेस्ट सुरु गरौँ भने पनि त्यहाँको पनि बाटो जानलाई धेरै टाढा छ.
Meanwhile, the number of visitors to the Everest region has gone down compared to last year. Those who reached Everest region have cut short their trips citing bad weather. This has directly affected the tourism businesses and especially guides whose livelihood depends on international trekkers.
यहाँ चाहिँ कस्तो भने अब 2 दिन उडान नहुँदाखेरि होटलको चाहिँ समस्या रहेछ किनभने होटल अब थोरै मात्रामा छन् अब कति पर्यटक बस्ने लायकको पनि रहेनछ अनि त्यही भएर चाहिँ अलि समस्या
कहाँ बस्ने के खाने कसो गर्ने चिन्ताको छ भन्या बेलामा सही इन्फर्मेसन पनि आउँदैन फ्लाइट हुन्छ कि हुँदैन ग्यारेन्टी पनि छैन हैन
सडकको बारेमा त अब सबैले थाहा भएको कुरो छ अब जहाँ पनि अहिले सडकले जाने समस्या नै आएको छ अब यो मौसमले पनि अब अलिकति च्यालेन्ज जस्तो भयो त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ अलिकति त्यति भएको छ.
Hundreds of tourists have been stranded in Ramechhap as flights from Mantali airport were cancelled due to bad weather. There is a call on the government to expedite construction of trekking trails in Dolakha and Solukhumbu at the earliest to avoid sending a negative message regarding Nepal's tourism sector.
In our Public Voice segment, today we've asked in several provinces what is the reason behind people's lack of interest in organ donation in Nepal. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
आफ्नो मृत्यु भइसकेपछि अर्को साथी अर्को मान्छेलाई बचाउन सकिन्छ भन्ने जब चेतना चाहिँ छैन तबसम्म यो अंगदान गर्ने कुरामा मान्छेहरू अलिकति हिचकिचाहट गर्छन्.
पुरानो एउटा संस्कृति शरीरबाट कुनै अंग छुट्याउनको लागि पाप हुन्छ अथवा आँखा नदेख्ने हुन्छ अर्को जन्ममा आँखा जिक्दा त्यस्तै खालका विभिन्न किंवदन्तीहरूले गर्दा पनि मान्छेहरूमा अझै त्यो धर्म प्रतिको अन्धविश्वासले गर्दा त्यो अंगदान चाहिँ गर्न सकेका छैनन्.
सरकारले यसमा सहयोग नगरेको नि हुन सक्छ किनकि यसमा अंगदान गर्नुहोस् भनेर उनीहरूले कुनै पनि सूचना प्रवाह गरेको अहिलेसम्म पाइएको छैन.
Now on to international update. Bangladesh's International Crimes Tribunal today issued an arrest warrant for former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, citing her alleged involvement in mass killings during violent protests that erupted earlier this year. The protests, which began as a student-led movement against public sector job quotas, escalated into some of the deadliest unrest since the country's independence in 1971, resulting in over 700 deaths and numerous injuries. The violence ultimately forced Hasina to flee to India on 5th of August, and an interim government led by Nobel Peace Prize laureate Muhammad Yunus took charge. The tribunal's proceedings, presided over by Justice Gholam Mortuza Majumdar, saw prosecutors request arrest warrants for 50 individuals, including Hasina. To date, more than 60 complaints have been filed against Hasina and other leaders of her Awami League party, alleging enforced disappearances, murder and mass killings.
Sports news.
India has kicked off their SAF Women's Championship campaign with a dominating 5-2 win over Pakistan as Asha Lata Devi achieved her 100th cap and became the first Indian female player to captain 100 matches. India opened their account in the 5th minute as Pakistani custodian Nisha Asafar could not save Grace Dangmei's attempt from outside the tee box. Manisha doubled India's lead in the 17th minute. Bala Devi added a third for India in the 36th, scoring her 50th international goal for India. She's also the highest female goal scorer for India. 7 minutes later, Grace scored her personal second to make it 4-0 for India. In the injury time of first half, Pakistan got a penalty after Ashalata fouled on Nadia Khan. Suha Hirani converted to reduce the goal deficit. Pakistan tried to make a comeback in the second half as Kayal Siddiqui found the net. However, India added another goal in the 78th minute as Jyoti headed in. With the win, India have bagged 3 points in Group A, which has defending champions Bangladesh. Host Nepal are in Group B with Bhutan, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Host Nepal are playing against Bhutan in their first match under SAF Women's Championship 2024. The match is scheduled to kick off at 5:30 p.m. in Dashrath Stadium. Nepal's team will miss star forward Sabitra Bhandari for the first match. Runners-up of previous edition, Nepal are comparatively stronger than Bhutan. The Nepali team has prepared for 3 months for the tournament. However, Rajendra Thamang's team is heading into the championship without any international exposure. Bhutan, on the other hand, that has not been able to stage a noteworthy performance, comes to the ongoing edition with a long time preparation. Their best result so far has been reaching the semi-final in 2022.
As the coach mentioned, every biannual year we're here to represent our country at the SAF Championship. So it's been a year-long preparation and we're excited to be here and we look forward to a very eventful tournament.
In the first fixture of the day tomorrow, Sri Lanka are playing against Maldives at 1:30 p.m. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.